Who's doing them? Who gets to pick? Who chooses?
Well, several people deserve credit for it. Cara Emery, who's a longtime company member, Tahara, who was one of the Cockettes, and then also Louise Jarmilowicz, who's the resident designer for 42nd Street Moon.
Yes.
She did the three Robin sisters costumes. Tahara did both Rumi and mine, and several others.
And some others have done their own costumes, like Eric Tyson Wirtz, quite brilliantly. When I saw his costume, I said, why didn't I think of that?
One of the things for me as a producer and a director was how do we, in a way that makes sense for the company, in the way that makes sense for contemporary audiences and contemporary actors, what's our Cockette process, I guess. So, and theirs was very different. They didn't particularly like to rehearse.
They never rehearsed.
Performances almost exclusively on some type of drug, lots of times acid. So how do we even begin to latch on to the spirit, or what is it about the spirit of the original
We've
that
got
we
another
wanted
caller.
to latch on to? Get out.
Hello, caller.
Hello. I was wondering how many members are in the cast of Pearls Over Shanghai for the play.
I believe we have 22 people on stage, including Scrumbly, who's the accompanist, but also performs in it, and a crew of 3.
Wow.
Well,
The age range goes anywhere from 15 years old to 61.
61. All children.
Moon calling in from Merced. We're watching on the internet.
Fantastic. Hey, thank you. And we will have this whole show posted on both YouTube and the Drag Show website. So.
Hi, Moon.
Hi, Moon.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Moon.
Bye.
So I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, not
That's
at
kind
all.
of what happens with these live calls. So, you know, the costuming, we were kind of in that area. And basically how it brings you guys function, you know, the new Cockette way, or well, although it's not Cockette, the Thrill Peddler way, you know.
Yes, it's an aesthetic, I believe, with the Thrill Peddlers company. Working with them has been so much fun working with this young company. And I recognize this aesthetic that everyone now, after doing this for 2 months now, everyone is bringing this certain Cockette aesthetic in their own way to their parts.
Couldn't agree more.
And are just shining. Some other more than others, but everyone now, everyone says.
And I think that's an important thing that we realized from the outset is it must be in your own way.
Yes.
And it shines. I mean, that's what makes it shine.
The sense of fun. What I see every night when I get a chance to watch part of the show is the sense of craft and the sense of fun.
Absolutely.
And
there is a ton of craft.
Those things continue to touch and stir me, and that's why I go to the theater.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it's a musical comedy. I can still be touched and stirred.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I'm so grateful that you're doing this. I think you're putting San Francisco back on the theater map, and I just think we deserve it, you know. All this talent. We have another caller. Hello, caller.
On the air.
Hi, this is Julie from San Francisco.
Hi, Julie.
I've seen you guys like 5 times. You guys rock.
Thanks, Julie.
We agree with you.
Hi, Julie.
Hi. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Julie Gavin's mom.
That's the 15-year-old's mother.
Okay. Well, so what do you think is next with Pearls and then with Thrill Peddlers? 2-part question.
Changing our thinking from we're closing August 16th to this is an open-ended run.
Thank God.
We're not going to close it as long as people are coming. At least that's our mindset now as producers. Having 25 people to keep together is, of course, tricky. But so far, so good. We're announced now for an extension through September 20th and are looking at being able to announce in the next couple of weeks that we'll be running through New Year's.
Fantastic. Yeah. Because to me, New Year's would be the show of shows. That would be, literally, the anniversary, 40th anniversary of the Cockettes.
And what better way?
This play. And the new, what would we say, maybe 16th, 20th, somewhere in their anniversary of Thrill Peddlers.
I'm also orchestrating a Cockette film night at MoMA, later this year. The first date that was slated for me was October 1st, but I think we are going to actually move it now to December, so it will be closer to the anniversary.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to point out that both these two lovely people, actors, are on Facebook.
Yes.
And Rumi, it's
Coquette Rumi
on Facebook, and
Russell Blackwood.
Russell Blackwood, who is the director and I guess producer, right?
Yes, and Mother Fu.
And Mother Fu in the live production, which is a really must-see. If you love San Francisco and you love theater, this is the one you cannot miss in 2009. And I bet you have a chance to see it in 2010. Are you filming it, or is it being videoed or anything?
We do have a videographer who's recording several performances of it, and there are things up now on YouTube.
That's wonderful.
And we have been allowing, as long as it's without a flash, photography during the performances, which I think has been quite a hit with people. They really enjoy taking that away with them.
It must be saved on film. This is my first play.
More.
This is I've been in films now for many, many years, and this is my first play, actually, since 1973 in New York City when I performed with the Angels of Light.
Oh,
and
my
Hibiscus
God.
and his family. After that, I focused on film for years, and then I was a domestic goddess and gave up show business for 28 years and have been in films ever since 1999 again, working on films. And I've got another film coming out the first of the year, an amazing story called Uncle Bob, about the life and death of Robert Opel, the streaker at the Academy Awards in 1974. Filmed and directed by his nephew, Robert Opel Jr. So I'm really excited about that. I think we're going to take it later to Sundance in February and Tribeca first of the year.
You're busy.
Yes.
You're busy. And I know you're busy. I mean, you've got more than this.
We're also planning our 10th annual Shocktoberfest, which is our annual pageant of terror and titillation.
Oh, wow.
Brian Guignol plays that will run in repertoire with Pearls Over Shanghai.
So we'll have choices besides Pearls at Thrill Peddlers, at the Hypnodrome, I guess, right? That's exciting, too. Any kind of a vision that goes beyond San Francisco and the Hypnodrome?
We'll see.
Okay.
I can certainly see going